Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ian and this is Car Advice Kenya. Now today I want to tell you 5 hybrid cars, small cars that is you can buy for under 1.4 million Kenya shillings right now. Now with the increase in fuel prices, because every time EPRA has to make an announcement, kuna watu wanashtuka in terms of how much will the petrol cost or diesel. Hybrid cars are the way to go right now in Kenya. It's not a thing to debate about, but hybrid cars are the real deal. Now, I've talked about hybrid cars in my previous videos, how they work and how you should maintain them. In a very brief summary, a hybrid car is a battery to help in movement. So it uses fuel, it also uses a battery. So battery, you're not the one to charge it as the owner of the car, as the driver. The battery recharges itself through what we call regenerative braking. Now, the first car we are talking about, or the first car I put in my list, is the Toyota Aqua. If you've been following me on my social media pages, you know I'm a very fan of this car, Toyota Aqua. So this car has been here for some time. You can pick the 1500cc or the 1500cc hybrid. So the car is now being sold for around 1.3 million Kenya shillings. Of course, a foreign used car, gari hajatumika hapa Kenya. I've been in Japan for some years, then it is imported here. So that is the price of this car. Now, why I love this car is, of course, the fact that it is a Toyota, meaning it is reliable. And with it being a Toyota, it is not prone to theft considered to other Toyota models of this around this price, because it is very rare you find a Toyota and near 1.3 and it is not prone to theft in terms of parts and the car itself, because we even have fielders for over 2 million bado zinaibiwa. So this is a very, very nice car. The other thing, it's also you can use it for Uber or for commercial purposes, because it gives very good consumption figures. In fact, hizi gari zote nitaongelelea hapa, we are talking over 25 kilometers per liter, because they are small cars, not heavy. They have small engines in terms of cc, and they are still they have the hybrid system. So in terms of fuel consumption, gari zote tutaongelelea hapa, just know they're very, very fuel efficient. So Toyota Aqua is on my list as a car you can buy for as a hybrid if you're not looking to buy a very expensive car. Now, these cars, by the way, I haven't arranged them in any order, so I'm just listing them. So whichever you feel comes first, that's upon you. Now, the next car in my list, believe it or not, is a Nissan. It is a Nissan Note Nismo. Now, wengine washaanza dismiss, oh, Nissan, what not. Now, the good thing with this Nissan Note Nismo ePower is, first of all, it does not have the transmission issues that has been experienced by owners of Nissan cars, especially here in Kenya. So mambo ya kuogopa Nissan, in this case, hakuna. That's because it comes with the automatic transmission, the normal automatic transmission, not the CVT, for your information. So it is a hybrid and does not have the CVT transmission. Also, this car looks very, very nice, and it is not for the normal notes for Ubers and Bolts. Vitutus are online, like online taxi services. This one is for like personal use, because it is a performer. It's very fast. If you check it out, there is a guy called Amos Mwaura on Twitter. You can check him out. He tells us he owns the car and sells such cars, so I've got more information on that. But it is a very, very nice car, and I mean, it's for young people. If you're a young person and you're looking to buy a car that is not expensive and you want to have good fuel efficiency, bado utaki confuse na Uber. You don't want to be entering malls or anywhere unasimamishwa hivi wanadhani ni Uber. No. This one looks very nice. It's so good. The other car in my list is, of course, a Honda, because I love Hondas. It is a Honda Grace. I've done a video about the Honda Grace. You can check it out, specifically about the Honda Grace. But it also makes my list as the top 5 hybrid cars, cheap cars you can buy here in Kenya. Now, the Honda Grace has not been here for long. Ilianza kuproduce around 2015. So 2015 units to around 2017 units ndio zimeja hapa Kenya. So it is a 1500cc. You can choose the 1500cc or the 1500cc hybrid. Now, why I love this car, it's of course what it offers compared to its competitors, specifically Toyota. A Honda is just as reliable as a Toyota, by the way, and as durable as a Toyota. If you didn't know, you cannot kill a Honda engine. That's a known fact. So it has very nice interior. It is very spacious. It looks good. But this car is, or rather, this car appeals to women mostly. So if you're a woman and you want to buy yourself a car, you can think about the Honda Grace. But my main point about the Honda Grace is that it is not prone to theft, because cars for under 1.5 million Kenya shillings, for some specific brands, are cars you can't just park anywhere. Like in terms of car theft, I've spoken about this in every video I do. I must remind you about car theft, because that is one thing I do not want you to experience as a car owner, whereby you buy a car, you've used your millions to buy a car, but you can't sleep well because you may park unaogopa ogopa, or you're in town, there are places you can't park. So a Honda Grace, ladies and gentlemen, will not have that issue. A Honda Grace is very, very much reliable, and no one is going to steal it from you, not even the side mirrors. Parts are also there, and it is not that expensive to maintain a Honda. So the Honda Grace is going for around 1.3 million Kenya shillings, depending on, of course, the year of purchase. But from 2015, it's around 1.3 million Kenya shillings. Another car in my list is a Honda. Yet another Honda in my list. It is the famous Honda Fit. A very, very spacious car. In fact, if you compare this Honda Fit to a VW Golf, despite of course one being German and the other one being a Japanese brand, so in terms of quality kidogo, of course German iko juu, but in terms of space, a Honda Fit is more spacious than a VW Golf. So the Honda Fit for 1500cc is a very good pick if you want a small car and if you love Hondas. Of course, Honda is very, very reliable, just like Toyota. So it is a car with no issues. So the only bad thing about this car is that it can be stolen. They are stealing Honda Fits. So if you want to buy this car, you must prepare yourself mentally. First, get a comprehensive cover, because that party utaitana, and of course have car tracks. I know thieves also dismantle this, but just protect yourself in as much as you can. In fact, if you have a Honda Fit right now, take some measures, because zimeanza kuibiwa. So of course they're being stolen because zimejaa huku nje. So there is demand for spare parts, because it's a nice car. Ukiona gari inaibiwa, it's a nice car. So anyway, it's a very, very good car. You can also use it for online taxi services. Yeah, so it's a very, very nice pick. Now, another car in my list that many people don't know that it has a hybrid system, or a hybrid choice, is the Suzuki Swift 1500cc hybrid for around 1.4 million Kenya shillings right now here in Kenya. This car can be very, very nice for young people. You're a man who's just starting off life, or a woman who is also, but I don't see women with this. They prefer the Vitz or the Honda Fit, but it is a very, very nice car for young people, considering it is a hybrid. So maintain haiwezi kuwa noma in terms of fuel. With 5k inakaa siku kadhaa. So yeah, compared to of course a non-hybrid, it is very, very nice, looks good. It is not prone to theft, as I always say, and Suzuki parts are there. All right. So these 5 cars, the Toyota Aqua, the Nissan Note, ePower, Nismo, Honda Grace, Honda Fit, and of course the Suzuki Swift, are very, very nice cars if you're considering to buy a car. But now, before you buy these cars, you must know one thing about hybrid cars. So I've done a video about hybrid cars. You can check here on my YouTube channel. But just a few pointers is that these are not cars that can be handled by any other mech, but just your normal mech. You have to find someone who knows how to deal with these cars, because I mean it has a battery, na hiyo battery kona electric power. So in case a handle vibaya, it is catastrophic. It is very, very risky. So that's one. Two, it is quite expensive if the battery kizeeka. You need around 300,000 if you want now to have your hybrid system back. So that includes buying of the battery and of course yeah, fixing or labor for installing the battery. So anyway, these are very, very nice cars. Make sure you get a low mileage one. Anything, and if you get anything under 60,000 kilometers, it's a very, very nice deal, because batteries, hizi batteries inazeeka. So